How's it going, everybody? My name is Mitch and welcome to the channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different from my normal tutorial. This is going to be more of a speed art of how I turn Vroid 3D models into kind of anime, manga, webtoon-esque pictures. So I kind of promised making this video on a other video of mine, and also a big shout out to Gabriella Cruz for wanting to know how I do this. The first thing I do here is kind of make a basic 2D sketch of the model, just to kind of give me a good frame of reference to later do the line art. So I don't change too much with this model. There's some models that I actually add a couple more things or change a couple things in the sketch layer, but I didn't really change too much on this. So now that I have the sketch layer done, I then make the line art. Not too much to add here, pretty much. It's just basic line art. The only thing I will add, if you're going to be doing this as well, is when you sketch or when you do the line art, you want to make sure the fingers are pretty different, because I find the fingers are a little bit fat for my liking when I do the line art, and as well as the ears. I always change the ears because I find the ears in Vroid to be way too big, even at the smallest setting, so I always change those as well. There we go ahead and have the line art done, and then pretty much all I'll do is just add a basic base color layer. And once that's all set, I'll just do a basic shade. Alright, so once that shade's done, it's not the greatest. I'm still working on how to shade properly, but it's just pretty basic and kind of fits my needs. The whole thing took less than 40 minutes. I think it was like 30 minutes or so, which is pretty good, considering if you're going to have a comic series, you're going to have characters, you know, all over the place in your comic. So being able to do it fast and efficiently and reliable is really important to me. And this was just one pose. But when you kind of draw a character in a different pose, if you're kind of doing it freehand, it's definitely hard to draw characters reliably. I always had an issue with that, and I found this method to work better for me in drawing characters reliably. Now, there are some issues with this method, I will say. The big issue is I feel like there's kind of a block or a wall stopping you from kind of hitting your max potential. Like, you can only draw this so well. You can definitely add more stuff in the sketch layer, and that's where you're going to get better as an artist, I think. But if you kind of just trace like I do, you're only going to get so far. So if you want to be a comic book artist and get way better at art, I don't know if I necessarily recommend this. This is kind of just more for people who want to get a comic out, hobbyists, or people who, you know, are kind of writers and don't really know too much about art and just kind of want to make a base character model for their comic. So again, that's pretty much it. This video is a little bit different from my normal ones. I'll try to be doing a couple other tutorial videos on Vroid in the future. We're going to be doing facial expressions in Vroid and Blender. We got a couple other things planned. If you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, tips for me, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. If you have any other requests for me to take a look at or learn, I'll love to do that. Please let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video.